Hey, it's another bright day. I'm making a bunch of thank you cards for my swappers. Now, this won't go up until after they get their stuff because I don't want to cheat. So, I started this one, but I'm going to show you how I did it. I ended up taking some 8.5 by 11 paper. And this one is exactly the same size. So, I cut it so you can see, I cut it to 4 1/4 to, I think it's 10 inches. So it's 4 1/4 by 10 inches, and I didn't think you wanted to see all the cutting. So I ended up, and I'm still working on it. I'm working on these cards. But I have fabric adhesive paper, and I'm sending some to the girls, and like I said, by the time they get this video, they will already know that it's in there. I'm not quite sure that they'll know that it's fabric adhesive paper. But, of course, I have one already cut, so I took, of the backing, I took a green. This is more of a normal Kelly green. And to put it exactly in, I did cut it to 4 1/2 because the card is 5 1/2 inches wide. So I went down 1/2 inch, and this was, I gotta think about it. It should fit on here. Yeah, duh. I know my mother would whip our butts if we ever talk like that. I'm not even joking. So it was 4 3/4. I made it 4 1/4. Hello, thank you. Okay, so I had some leftovers because I was sending some to the ladies on the fabric adhesive. So I was cutting it, and I was cutting it in strips. So I'm going to go ahead and cut a few when I'm here, and they're 1 inch wide. So I have more cut here, but they're not, I got a bunch of stuff cut here. I don't have them in different, they're in different ways, like horizontal or vertical. So I want to do, okay, so that's one, that's for another one. This is for another one. And I'm doing 6, though I don't need one because the other one's technically for me, but I'm going to make an extra one to stick in my stash. No, I got somebody who, yeah, I'm going to stick in my stash. So that's for 3. I might do a couple others in different design and put this into the video. So I'm going to do that. But I'm going to go ahead and strip off 1/4 of an inch on a bunch of them because I'm going to use it inside. If you're wondering how I'm measuring, it should be exactly, yeah. I'm measuring by the board I'm measuring by the board the distance on this side, and I'm lining it up. I just want a little strip because I'm going to use it on the inside. There's 4. I have some other fabric paper that I have here that I would probably use on some other cards here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That one's a little wide, but I'm going to put that on mine. And I need to get this out today. I got a swapper from Jen's already, so I'm going to stick these over. You got to love my floor, really. You guys would get a kick out of my floor. I'm constantly cleaning it up. If your room is clean and neat, you're not using it. I firmly believe in that. Then you're not a real crafter. Sorry, but that's how I feel. You're more into looking pretty. So the fabric adhesive comes on like a chipboard, cardboard, thicker paper. You do have to watch from it puckering, and I should have extra taped it. But because I'm using the Kelly green, I want to make sure that I have some of that green in. So I'm going to cut right after. I'm going to get some of the other colors in. I'm going to cut down to probably right before the orange line. And this one I don't have to exact cut because it doesn't matter. Just for your info, fabric paper like this will not punch. I do not recommend it on a machine because they are fiber. Even though, like, the new Cricut and this one's made for paper. Brother machines are basically are for fabric. I don't recommend it. That's just me. I'll go ahead and just on the edges so it stays better. I don't have to do that later. Now, I went over about 1/2 inch. And then I just moved it over here. I went over like 1/2 inch. As you can see, just shy of 1/2 inch. And then, of course, I folded the 10 by 4.5. 4 1/4. And I'm doing it this way. This one's a little shorter, so I'll make this one mine. Oh no, this one's longer or wider anyway because it was extra. So I'll just mark this one just in case, but it should fit. That's a little smaller. I'll do a little mark on it so I know that it's smaller. Because I always put stuff on the back anyway, so I'll go ahead and put my initials on it. I always do, and this is 18. I always do it different every, I put my initials on mine. I have stamps, but I tend to always go that way. So I have more here, and I'm going to do that with you. Actually, I'm going to snap, and then I'll be right back. It'll be seconds for you, and these will snap back. So for me to put on something in the middle of the cards, I wanted to do something with a stamp and a stamp image. Obviously one for words. So I took some white paper and I cut it in strips of 2.5 by 2 inches. I have enough for all the cards. I made sure I might have an extra one, just in case I screw it up. When in doubt, stamp and cut more extras. Now this one that I cut for the images, and I'll show you the image in a minute, is a 3 by 2.5. So I'll be able to do it. And I found my my stamp board. So I gotta pull that out. It's behind me. I don't want to mess with a project sitting here drying. Alright. So I have my Fisker board. I'm gonna put my cards up and pull out my black ink. I use StazOn. I'm actually pretty bad about it. I'm not an archival girl. I prefer StazOn. So remember, I have those little strips we're going to get to. So I'm going to put one of these at a time because I'm going to show you this adorable image that I have been waiting to use. I think I may have used it once. Pretty sure. You can see it's by Bud's Girl by Morning and stampingbells.com, which are really cute stamps there if you guys are wondering. I bought from them a while ago, a long time ago. Oh, I had to back this one. This is one of the ones you have to back. I have not used it. See? It's a newbie. If you're a newbie, see, I get to use you. So I'm just going to make it real tight on it. It's going to be real close to the edges because I want it to just be that image. That's the reason why I measured it exactly the way I wanted it and went ahead and pre-cut. Now, I don't always do that, but I know a lot of you guys ask me why I'm not so anal. I can be, and this is one of those times when I'm doing mass amounts. See, look how cute. Look how cute. I'm not going to push down too hard because it's not one of those stamps you want to. It's cut fine details. Put this over to the side. I don't want to mess with it. Put it that way. So I'm going to put this to the side and see exactly where I want it. That's why you always try to have an extra one. Especially when it's a brand new stamp. Look how adorable that is, right? So I have one done, several to go. I don't know why you barking, Daddy's not home. I can't wait for Dad to get home. He drives them crazy. They drive him crazy. They'll wait by the door for 20 minutes because they like know when he's coming. And my stampies. This one's stamping out really pretty. Super duper cute. If you think you're cute, wait until I see the phrase. We'll get to that. Sometimes I just glide them over when they're that fine. Glide the ink over. Super duper cute. I'm only doing that because of the fact that it was a little light around the butt. I got this stamp for a reason. I lost my lab. I had to put her down years ago. It'll be 7 years. You guys always know where they always ask where you were on a certain day. Well, I know. On 11/11/11 at exactly 11/11 in the morning, I put my Labrador of 11 years down. Wasn't purposely put that way, but she had 6 months to live, and she lived 7 months and 1 week, and I should have put her down a week before. And I just struggled doing it. And she was bleeding internally. She had cancer nodules in the size of a football in her belly. The vet tried everything for me to put her through chemo and everything, and I'm like, no. I wouldn't want that done with me. I wanted to have a life that she enjoys as long as she can. And she tried to convince me into doing the surgery. And I had asked her what the survival rate, like 80% not survival. So I'm sure you guys understand. And it broke my heart, but I just remember my daughter that would curl up with my girl. And she was my best friend. I never crossed the side of the bed when my husband was deployed. She slept on that side. That white looks a little off, but when you put it with the others, it's white. I don't know why. Weird. Now, if you're wondering how I do my stamps, I put it back in the plastic, face up, and there. Seal it back up. All right. So what I chose, I'm going to put those over because we're going to color them. Well, I am, because you guys aren't here. Otherwise, I'd have you help me. I'd be more than thrilled. And normally I would do a black lab, but because there's a... Is there brown on some of... maybe we'll do a black lab. Or a blonde lab. However you want to look at it. Alright. So, the stamps that I picked... And I think I picked these... No, it was Tuesday morning. I know they had them at Big Lots. These are the Inka Dinka Doo Tell It Like It Is. And these are the stamp series that were made after the children who put in for them. And I'm going to use that one. The good friend is better than... One good friend is better than 10 bad ones. So I'm going to use that one. And because the clear ones get a little drier faster. And these haven't been used. They've been sitting. Told my husband I got caught up in some projects, which I have because I've been videoing. My daughter called. My brother called before. I had to get off with my brother. Talk to my daughter, though I tried to call my mother before it. And I'm just going to guesstimate where that's going to go. But because it is a clear one, you got to be a little more careful on stamping this one out. That's the reason why I definitely made extras of this one. Let's see if I can turn you all that way a little better. Same time, you can flip it over. Been looking for this damn board forever. Ah, look, perfect. Next one. So I told my husband, I messaged him, I said, can you order pizza? We haven't had pizza in a while, so. I made ribs last week, made wings yesterday. Eat a lot of broccoli. Now see, that one didn't come out as nice. But you flip it over. Don't waste anything. Better. person who's getting that unless they find it. Or they check after this video. I should make that a giveaway within itself. Kind of like the dirty diaper. You know what I'm talking about if you've been to a baby shower. Dirty diaper game. I used to love doing baby showers for people. Bachelorette parties are more fun. I had a friend who threw a lot of baby showers. Or wedding shower, or bachelorette parties. And she came to the one I did for my husband's cousin. She told me, she goes, I have been to a lot of them, but this is the best one I've ever been to. I said, because I can be very dirty and very funny. Give you an idea. I actually made my own, handmade, which just sounds bad considering what this is. I made my own piñata. It was a penis-themed party. So I made my own piñata, and every time you hit it with a stick, ladies, I'll leave that one to you. And I'm not going to explain that one. Though it was the same way for a cake that I did. So, all custom-made cake. And then I got the chocolates, the ice, there were pictures everywhere. They're like, what is it with you with the fascinating? I said, no, because this is the last one you ever going to see besides your husband's. They're like, but I said, oh no, no buts. There was no buts involved. I know I'm bad. I can be very bad. I've done bridal showers. And I've done, that one didn't come out so good. I've done baby showers, bridal showers, bachelorette parties, bachelor parties, and not dancing ladies. And I've done weddings. I used to do wedding invitations. I did the flowers. I used to do everything, the goodies for everybody. I used to do all that. Loved it. I haven't been asked to do it in over 10 years, so... I guess because everybody I know is married. I know my friends' kids that are starting to get married. I don't think they had very big weddings. Plus, I'm not around them. Alright, so I have all of those done. But I got to put this stamp away. And I don't need to stamp anymore. I could. I could put one of the little things on it, but I'm not going to. Oh, yeah, here it is. TJ Maxx and Marshalls, which is the same company, used to sell so much stuff, and they basically have gotten rid of everything. I am going to color these, but I'm going to go ahead and put them on the front of the card. And I will leave them pretty simple on the card. I can always add a little glitter glue. Come on, ladies. Do I have to remind, ladies and gents, I should say, that would be racist sort of point of gender racist, I guess. See, cutie patootie. I'm going to color it. Now there's going to be little segments here because I have to get up and get some stuff done. I did do laundry earlier. I think I bore you guys. I haven't tagged my videos, so if you guys notice that my numbers are down, I'm like over 700 videos behind tagging. Because I used to load them all on the computer, but obviously you guys know with YouTube, you can now just upload from your phone, which is cool, but it doesn't auto-tag your pictures. And I tend to do a lot of... I ended up doing... No, I didn't do an extra one, which is good. That would have been nice. I think it's cute. It's not so much a thank you card. I'll be doing something special too for the ones who do my ATCs, and I'll be showing how to make those again. Actually, I'll be doing one live on the Facebook page, and it'll probably be already up by then this is up, because I have to save this video segments for after all of them receive. That's why I'm trying to hurry. Now, I wanted to see if this will fit in it. I could do that. Probably get more for my value on that. Probably. So let's put, it is a stripe thing. Let's go stripe widthwise on it. I'm gonna put that one over. Do another one. I hate those stripes. Let's see. Let me put my stamps up. Put my board over here because it's going to be in the way. I want to do a card. Put that down. Get rid of the ink. I think I showed my craft room before. So I'm going to get back to those cards here in a second. See how much those are wide. Those are 2-inch strips. That'll stretch it out for me because I have scraps. I cut that out. I'm going to leave this over because I don't cut too much, and I'm going to go ahead and cut this. There's one. There's a little flash here. So I went ahead and was finishing these, the little cuts. So I have this last one here. And now it's kind of like a fast forward to a point. So I'm going to go ahead and put these in. See, I'm going to put the stripe on the back. I'm going to have to be more exact on that. Because I always like to put something on it. Just a little extra detail. Little flash there again, a forward. Not necessarily forward, but it looks like I'm going to have an extra one. I went ahead and put all of these in, but I'm going to double check that I have one in each one. I have an extra. I'll just stick those over. Might go in something else, another card here. Stick that over here. So now I have that, and then I have all these strips that I made for the back. And it's just going to work right there to the white. Okay, I'm going to measure to the white again before the green. I know this is going to be hard to stick, so I'm going to go ahead. The one thing about fabric adhesive, it isn't always your best friend. So, the only reason why I got it is I got it cheap somewhere. Just a little strip on the back, a little something. Now I'm going to go ahead and forward through all of them, and I'll be right here. I got all of them with stripes on the back, but I'm going to go ahead and sign them so that way if I want to do anything extra that's already done, that way I can get to coloring. That one's already done. The last one. I even had a custom stamp done. I just don't use it. I think it adds that more personal touch. Alright, so I have these done, so I'm going to go ahead and start coloring. And I'm going to start it, but I know it's not going to, I'm not going to get it all done right now, at least in this section of the video. I wonder how that would look. What is a bronze? I guess it looks alright. These are Prismacolor. I'll go through with the thicker. And go in and detail them. Not worried about the nose. The nose is going to be black. It's almost like a chocolate lab. All right, to this side so I can see better. I might just do the dogs on all of them and then come back and do another segment on each one. That way I can... I'm not so worried about the little girl's leg because I'm going to blend it anyway. Best part about blending markers. And don't worry about it, it'll all dry the same. If not, I'll go on and do another coat. So I'm going to do all the little doggies and then come back with just this coat. This is, again, PM 149 Bronze by Prismacolor. I'm going to get those done and be right back. So I decided to start working on the Sleeping Blush to match the pink and this. This is PM 10 Prismacolor. So I wanted to show you that I was just doing around the shoe, just doing a light color. I'm not going to shade this because I'm going to keep it raw. But that's the exact color. So that's for that. And I am going on to flesh tone on each one of them. And I've actually prepped most of them. And this is... it's my actual favorite one. One of my two favorites, the darker skin one too. Light Peach PM 12. I'm so worried about her hair yet. The hair is always last. So she's got her hair on her face. There's a little part of her leg there. This is where if you go over the line with a color, you can blend it in. You can use the colorless blender, which I have over here to my right. I am not going to shade it. I think it'll be too much. I want to keep this. I'm usually pretty good about shade. I love to shade. I have that one. I don't want to finish this one. And then we'll work on to another color. And all I was delicate around the flip-flops. Like I said, I chose the PM10, which was the blush pink to match the pink and the fabric adhesive sticker. I'm gonna do that part, and we're gonna pick another color. I'm thinking the green for the collar. I just think it makes more sense to focus in on the green on the collar. Me, I always used red on my Annie. I always used red. Too dark, too light. I think this one might be just right. Yep. Grass green PM 165. I'm just going to go the whole thing, and I can always glitter glue like gold on it. Yeah, I need one of them. Like I said, I was pre-opt for this one. About that, I got a phone call. My son was sick and we had to go pick him up. So I went ahead and did all the collars with Grass Green PM 165. So those are the colors I used for that. I am going to do a yellow for her hair. Looking for a good one. Canary yellow is the one I always tend to go to. Maybe put a little ponytail in her hair. And I'm doing the yellow because of the yellow on the sticker paper. I might go, one of her face will. Go back over with, it's where the blender comes in, folks. Blend in. I was saying that I can put gold glitter, but I also can put, if I have my gold metallic pen, one of the gel pens. I know I got plenty of gel pens, so. Almost looks like her ear, but it's too far back. It's acrylic cute. Yeah, my son's been badly sick, I guess, today. Just don't like the way that looks. I'm putting more Prismacolor on that one. One more flesh tone. Mickey's been hiding in that anniversary bag. I kept hearing it earlier. I knew he came in with me the first time I started on a video today. And I haven't seen him, but I started hearing him earlier before I started the video again while I was coloring so that I could break this segment down. And I was like, what the hell is that? And it dawned on me it was him because we get little anole lizard. And one neighbor calls it geckos, and I'm like, they're not geckos, they're anoles. Only reason why I know that, I went to a state park and I just called them lizards. It took me over 5 years to figure out what they were because I really didn't research it. So I was more worried about the snakes and spiders and gators and more of the weirder creatures. I know these are more like salamanders for those in the north. They're just outside more. And they come in the house. They're harmless. Most of the time, even if you try not to, you'll find them dead. Just stiff like cardboard. It's like almost like they're a three-dimensional sticker. I know it's kind of a weird description, but that's exactly what it's like. Then again, I can be in here and I go to pick up something and want to jump at me and you want to see me jump. They don't scare me, but it's, you know, it's that shock of something jumping out at you. When I was doing the papers in the front, that was funny. Big ass spider, and that's all I could say. It was a big ass spider. And I've seen it before. It almost looked like a wolf spider because I lived in Arizona, or Missouri, and well, Arizona had them too. And my first encounter with a wolf spider. And yes, if you don't know, they will jump, and I've seen them jump. I had one jump at me from 4 feet across. 4 feet across. That's how far it jumped at me. My kids are in the car. They're just laughing. And of course we have black widows here, which, guys, if you didn't know, black widows are smart and they're more afraid to come near you, so they'll run. I dealt with those in every state that I've been in, except TC, Virginia and Maryland area, because it gets too cold. Okay, so we pretty much have her hair done. Like I said, I don't want to do any more with the color. Now, I'm leaving my colors out so that I can tell you at the end. See, I want to do the bottom half of her ruffle a little darker, and I almost want to shade it. Shade it first, but I don't want to do it with the warms. I kind of want to do the cooler grays, but I might worry it'll go too dark. Better. French gray might work, and this is more of a warmer one, but let's see. It's still kind of dark. Keep looking. That's a 50. Is this the same one? I'm afraid that it might be. Well, you know what? Let's use it anyway. Because that rosy color one. And I'm just going to color the whole thing in it. And I'm not worried about whether the lines are right or not. So then I'll go back in with that pink, but I want it slightly darker. Kind of like the inner part of her shirt. Let's experiment. See, you can still see the pink. You can still see it, but it's definitely darker. Let's see if the other way works better. Going on top of it. I want it a little bit darker because it's technically shaded. It's not like she's got some sort of light up at her butt. So that worked. It's a little darker. Sorry, you missed it. It's a little darker. I'll do another one, and then I'll do a fast forward. So I guess I'll just go in here because it worked both ways. I'll just go in here and do this, and then go back with a French gray at 50%. I'm going to go back in with this because it gave it just enough. See, there is some blending to this. I'm put it back to her back here. A little bit darker, huh? Of course, do this one. I can do all of that part real quick. you still see the pink, but you can definitely tell it's shaded. Let's go ahead and put these in pink. This is the Bullish Pink PM 10, and the French Gray is 50, which is PM 158. Sometimes I don't notice the camera. Sorry. I'll go ahead and do all of them. Again, if it's not lined right, I'm not really worried about it because I'm going to go back over and shade it. Not so much blend it, but I'm going to shade the same color in. And it's still going to be wet enough.
Hi, Mom.
Hey, Jeff, I'm recording. I'm recording. Get out, please.
I give a hug.
Not right now.
Alright, I'll see you later.
When in doubt, you can always go over it with the same pink. I don't mind if there's a slight gap of it because then you can see where a little bit of light is coming upon the dress. I got a few more over here. We just saw them. I'll go ahead and do this first. Not gonna really matter. Bunch of little segments being combined into one. That's what happens when you get busy. That's why it's hard for me sometimes to get videos up anymore. You wouldn't think so. I mean, I don't work, but I have physical therapy and I have to get certain things done around this tiny little house. Yes, that's a wheeze. Weather here's starting to pick up with rain, so it starts picking up with humidity. I think if it's just slight color variance, stick those aside. Now there's not a whole lot there we can do here, but I do kind of want to do this little spot here and then show her little belly more. Guess we're going to go ahead and glitter her up. And then after glittering them up, I'm going to come back and we'll finish it off because I have to let it dry. And there's that little bit of her little belly showing. See if I have that gold pen too. I kept looking at that going, how am I going to do that? I think I'll make these a little three-dimensional. So let's pull out my favorite glitter glue. See if I have a brand new one down in here, and I think I do. Maybe I can get a better point. You know what? I'm going to use liquid pearl. I haven't used it yet. Not my new bottle. Okay, this one is my white opal. I love this stuff just as much as I do glitter glue. See if I can get it to come out first. It's a brand new bottle. Doesn't mean it won't give me a pain in the butt problems. You can stand them upside down. I had the organizer for it, but it still does it. That's why I keep wire or stick pins around me. I haven't used this stuff in a long time. I get a little dimensions. Plus you can make it look fluffy. Cutie patootie. Just reminded me of my daughter. It's why I bought this stamp. Such a cutie. Put that over to dry. I don't have any mistakes over this area, but it will also help cover mistakes when you use liquid pearl. I've bought that other stuff that's kind of liquidy like this, but it's really thin, and I didn't care for that. I always try something, and if I don't like it, I don't like it. You know what? Let's make a little pearl on her toe. Like a little fluff ball. See? Like a little fluff ball. Put that in first. This is an opal, but it does have that appearance of a little silver to it. When it dries, it'll be awesome. A little dimension to it, too. Put that one over. Little dot. It's starting to dry and clog again. It shouldn't, because it's the first time it's been open. But see why? Oh, I cover your own. Oh, it's gonna make me mad. It's gonna pop too. Use what's there before it pops. I don't want to do it on here. Maybe I need something thicker to go through it. Yeah, it's up there on the shelf. Well, shnikes. And I keep mine actually upside down in here. The ones that I'm currently using, at least. That's 4. I believe I have 7. And that's the first time I've opened it. 2 picks are too wide, so you guys know. Let's see if I have that gold pin. Maybe get that done too. And that's going to be like the bells or the holes on the dog collar. It's just boogers. Yes, this is technically a glue. Let's see how I'm doing and making it kind of like a ruffle. Neat thing about it is actually will hold it. If you don't mess with it, it'll hold the swirls. And I got one more here, and then because of the location, let's see if I can get the whole bells area around the collar. And I'll come back to this. Maybe we'll do the black too. I always have my black ones labeled. Cool gray. Yeah, there it is. I keep it up at the top. Do the little nose. And we'll use some glossy. We'll put some glossy on the nose. Do the nails. Put this aside, come back to it. Actually, let's leave it and see if I have my gold with me here. Because I know my silver went bad. It doesn't take long for them to go bad, unfortunately. I do have my, let's see if my gold works. Dun, 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 dun. And it does. Put a little dot in here. And I'm using the gold because it kind of blends with the other gold. So you can see it. Break this one over. Let's go ahead and do this first. Do the black. I do have some nails on the image. Let's pull the glossy out too. Sorry. The nose has to look wet. Come on, be cute. Okay, so now those two can dry. Can't think of anything right now that I'll put else on top of it. I wanted to finish my other lesson. You guys gonna see these kind of backwards when I post them because if this is already up, when this is already up, then the Easter Bunny will already be up. I'm gonna start working on my cruise ones too. And then I have that flower project. ATC projects, which again, they'll probably be up. Except the one I'm swapping with, my secret. So I'm gonna stop with that, and then I'm gonna come back to do the noses and the nails. Put that right for a second. So you can barely see them, but the nails are there. These actually have the nostril look on it, but I didn't like it. Too cutesy. Switch this to this one. Now I can glossy these just a little bit on the nose. And the nose will be raised a little bit with it. Ooh, that's a lot, so it's going to take a lot longer to dry. See if I can pull off some of that. There's a lot that went down on that one. And we put that one over here. I'm going to put a little thing in her hair. Maybe we'll go back and put a little gold bold in her hair, but I think it would blend in. I'll come up with something. Okay, so that's 5. Gotta be careful not to touch these. And please note that if you haven't used most of the alcohol markers, they have a pointed area and a blunt area. Now that could be a brush or a fine tip, and then a broad at the end. But that's a little help. Copic is slightly different. They actually show it just, well, this one does too, but they don't have like a line on them, at least the older ones. And then these are the Spectrum Noir Special Watercolor. These don't really, it does have the marker where one side has the gray and one side doesn't. And then the other Spectrum, again, still has the gray area, and then it actually shows it here. So if that helps, if you're trying to figure things out. And again, we're gonna, I think I forgot gold on a few of them. Nope, just on these two. I'll go back to the gold here in a second. Gold pen. It's these little details. Most people don't think about it when they get a card, these little details, and when they're homemade, it's sad because a lot of people don't appreciate them. And you put a lot of thought and heart into them. Hit like on that one. Thumbs up on that. I should. I think I'll just take, put a little bow tie in here. Something you can slightly see without being overbearing. A little detail. Do that on all over here real quick. And then it's going to be another snappy finger type thing. And then they'll be dry. And hopefully we can finish these off because I got to get them out. I should have had them out today. Oh, forgot to do the noses on those. Just thought about that. I'll get it here in a second. Ooh, my head just popped. I don't know if you guys could hear that, but I sure did. And you can see it if you look. Okay, so all of those have noses done. Stick this over. Nose is done. Nose is not done. I have a hard time just doing something boring, and this isn't boring to me, but it's really simple. Of course, I think I go to the extreme to begin with. I'm gonna stick this over because I'm gonna stop at that for now, so you guys can see so far. A little bit of gold. Liquid pearls from Ranger. Prismacolor markers. A little glossy. And this is actually a cheap gold pen. Metallic pen I got from Walmart or Target. Alright, so I'm going to regurgitate the markers because I'm going to put them up. And then I'm going to snap my fingers. Okay. PM10 blush. Pink. French Gray 40%, which is PM 158. Canary Yellow, PM 19. Light Peach, PM 12. Black, PM 98. Grass Green, PM 165. PM 149 Bronze. And I use the blender, colorless blender. So that is the markers that I have used. And I'm going to put these up. And when I come back, then these will be put up and the other ones will be dry. I'm back. Okay, so they're all dry. And you can see how the little doggy has a shiny nose. And so I want to work on something else. A little more details before I get into anything else. And I might just leave it very simply at this. And so I was looking at them and I popped through some of my stuff. Because I'm trying to fill my junk drawer over here. Because just like in some other things I'm working on, if I can find out where the end is. There it is. These are little bitty star pearl star flatbacks. Very tiny. And I think I'm going to start from the inside this time. I think that's about all I'm going to really need, but and make it very difficult to get these to stay on because they are tiny. So I'll have to use some, and I was thinking like, I don't know if I want to do this way or just a few stars this way. She couldn't be very old. Kind of want to just stick to the side. Wait a minute, we'll get back to that. I want to do some to the inside. Let me just do 3. I do the inside first. I don't have to worry about it. I don't have a sharpener. Otherwise, I would use my... I just need it. I wonder if it'll... I have a wax thing. See, it'll pick up. It's not the way I want it to pick up, though. See, it picks up real easy. Tweezers aren't so nice to me. So basically, if you go and get your nails done, it's the same thing. But again, you can use a crayon. So that does just a little bit there, and then I'm going to do 4. What is he dreaming? So that stage is done on this card. It's a lot easier if there's some of them already out. So let's go to the inside of this one. It's probably farther apart, but I can move them. So I'm going to snap this and have it all done. So I did finish all of those, and I thought, well, it needs a little glitter. So I'm going to do just at the corners, or just on the green. Let's just do on the green. Just a little bit. Of course, everyone's going to be different. Just that tad. I'm not going to put any on the inside. Gets clogged. This is the eucalyptus with stickles. It's going to look different on every shade of green. See, just that little extra sparkle. So as soon as these dry, I'll add some pictures. And again, you won't know that I'll be holding this until I show the video. But the ladies that will be receiving them are in the image swap. Beely hosts one at least once a year, sometimes twice. If you would like to host a swap on my page, just come on over and set up an event room. And we'll see who wants to sign up. So I'm going to try to finish these real quick. Of course, you guys already know what they look like, so. Front. Inside. Back. I need to put some glitter glue on the back, I guess. Let's go back to, that way I can stand them up too, because I forgot about the little stripe in the back. So, they are done. I'm going to post some pictures right after this video, and I appreciate you guys watching and enjoying me making them.